Evet, merhaba herkese.
Hello, everybody.
E, Lazlar konusunda bilgi vermek üzere, Türkiye'de yaşayan Lazlar konusunda bilgi vermek üzere buradayız.
We're here today to talk to you about the Laz people living in Turkey.
Ama Facebook konusunda epey bir sorun yaşadık. Önce MacBook'tan girdik ve MacBook'ta aslında bizim kullanmamız gereken şey yoktu, seçenek yoktu.
We tried to first use this Facebook live through MacBook. Unfortunately, we couldn't figure out how to do that, and we're delayed a bit today.
Yes. Ondan sonra şimdi ben hazırladım. Tabii beklediğiniz için çok teşekkür ederiz ve bu gecikmeden dolayı özür dileriz.
We would like to thank you all for waiting for us, and we would like to apologize for the delay.
Ben İsmail Avcı, Lazca üzerine çalışan ve Türkiye'de Laz Enstitüsü'nün başkanlığını yapan birisiyim, bir Lazım.
My name is Ismail Avcı. I am
Laz Enstitüsü'nün başkanı
the chairman of the Laz Institute in Turkey,
ve Lazca üzerine çalışıyorum.
and we do works on the Laz culture and language.
Şimdi benim hazırladığım bir Lazları tanıtan sunum, prezentasyon var.
I have prepared a presentation about the Laz people and culture.
Sanırım ben bunu okuyabilirim İngilizcemle ama bu sizin için eziyet olur.
I would try to read this to you all in English, but I think that this would be difficult for you.
Bu yüzden ben okumayacağım ve Eylem Bostanci okuyacak.
Therefore, I will not be reading this today, and instead, Eylem Bostanci will be reading this.
Buyurun.
Here we go.
Var mı kimse? 4 kişi var. Okay.
Sen bundan gittikçe indirirsin abla.
Mouse'u aşağıya
Okay.
yapıyorsun. Ha.
Yukarı çık biraz. So, this is a presentation about the Laz language in Turkey. The geography of Turkey is located transcontinentally in both Asia and Europe, and it is by large within the Anatolian region. Anatolia is an ancient settlement consisting of a combination of the Caucasus, Balkans, and the Middle East. Many languages in Turkey preserve their existence. Laz is one of these languages, and, like many others, it is endangered. Until the 1990s, there were almost no articles or books, either regarding the Laz or written in Laz, published in Turkey. Any information regarding the Laz people were limited to encyclopedias, which were inaccurate. There were no academic studies on this subject. Laz was not regarded as an indigenous and distinct language, but instead believed to simply be a Turkish dialect spoken by the people living within Turkey's eastern Black Sea region, and this belief still exists today. Laz is a Caucasian language. It belongs to the South Caucasian language family. This language family includes the Migralian, Georgian, and Swan languages. Whilst these three languages are primarily spoken within the borders of Georgia, the Laz language is mainly spoken within the regions of Turkey that borders Georgia, and it is the sister language of Migralian. Laz and Migralian are two branches of the same language that were divided from each other during the Ottoman period, and there still exists some mutual intelligibility between them, whereas mutual intelligibility with Swan and Georgian language is near impossible. Until recently, the Laz did not write their native language at all because there is no historical record of Laz people writing in Laz. Academic studies on Laz have mostly been done in countries other than Turkey, and the majority of these studies were conducted in Georgia. First studies and publications on the Laz people and their language started to be done in Turkey in the beginning of the 90s. The first publication was a book titled The History of the Laz. The first magazine in Laz came out in 1993 in Istanbul. It was named Ogni, meaning hear, sense, and understand in Laz. In this magazine, the Latin-based Laz alphabet was used for the first time. Using this alphabet, a lot of poems and texts were then published. The publication of this magazine drew quite a lot of attention in the entire country, including the Laz people themselves, who were surprised by this alphabet because it was their first encounter with, not only with written Laz text, but also an alphabet which they can use to write in their native language. In 1999, the first Laz Turkish dictionary came out, featuring 10,000 entries. This dictionary ranked 7th in the list of the most selling books in the same year in Turkey. In 2003, the first Laz grammar book was published. This was followed by the publication of the second Laz dictionary. With 25,000 entries, this dictionary roughly covers 80% of the total Laz vocabulary. I'd like to go back and talk about 90s once again, because during these years many developments took place in the music industry, which significantly contributed to the rising awareness about the Laz language and culture in the entire country. A rock music band named Zoa Shiberepe was formed in this group, sang many of their songs in Laz. The name of the band translates to the Children of the Sea, which is indeed very meaningful because the Laz community have always been associated with the sea, more precisely the Black Sea. This music band and their songs became very popular in Turkey, and indeed it was thanks to this group that the majority of the country came to realise that Laz is a distinct language. The band gave lots of concerts in Europe as well. Zoa Shiberepe paved the way for Laz music, and many other artists have started singing Laz folk songs which were liked by the majority of the people. Of all of these artists, the most well known and loved was the musician Kazım Koyuncu, who unfortunately passed away in 2005. His death saddened the entire country and put all of them in a big grief. He was definitely the person who made the Laz language known and available to the entire of Turkey. 3 years after Kazım Koyuncu's death, in 2008, the first association that bared the word Laz was established in Istanbul. Prior, it was forbidden for associations to bear the names of minorities in Turkey. Therefore, the foundation of this association was a significant development for the Laz minority. 3 years later, the first publication house, the Lazica Publication Collective, was opened and made a large number of publications in the Laz language for the first time. Before its establishment, it was already very well known that Laz was an endangered language, and therefore the aim of this publication house involved in making a Laz written language was, Laz a written language and contributing to the development of the literature on Laz. To this end, the publishing house made around 70 book publications, most of which are in the Laz language. Among these books were the first Laz novel, translations of world classics, history and children's books, as well as Laz language books in Laz, course books in Laz. Lazica Publication Collective attended Turkey's biggest book fair, the Istanbul Book Fair, for many years. The books published by Lazica were the subject of the news on television. Lazica is one of the few publishing houses that publishes in the mother tongue. In 2013, Laz Institute was established in Istanbul. Laz Institute explained its purpose in one sentence: keeping the Laz language alive, for the Laz language was no longer spoken by children or by very few children. The first thing that the Laz Institute accomplished was to prepare a Laz language curriculum so that Laz can be taught as an elective course in public schools. This program was accepted by the Ministry of Education, and since 2013, the Laz language has been taught as an elective course. However, the highest number of students has been around 400, and the Laz language courses have not been offered for the last 2 years. The Laz Institute signed a protocol with the Ministry of Education and prepared textbooks for the 5th, 6th, 8th, 7th and 8th grades of secondary school. The Laz Institute has carried out an EU-supported project on Laz language between 2016 and 2018. In the scope of this project, the current situation of Laz language 2018 report was prepared. Laz teachers training was given to the teachers of the Ministry of Education. For the first time ever, teachers received certification on teaching the Laz language. In addition, a comprehensive Laz language textbook and books on the Laz language teacher training was prepared. I would like to mention a little about the academies in Turkey. Since 2000, studies in the Laz language have been taking place, especially at Boğaziçi University. The first master's thesis on Laz was written in 2000. Another thesis was prepared in 2008, and more work has begun after this date. Many academic articles have been written. Apart from this, master theses on Laz or the Laz language were prepared in other universities, and some academicians have wrote articles, but we cannot argue that this is sufficient. In 2001, the first elective Laz language course started in Boğaziçi University. The lessons are still going on. In addition, in 2015, Laz language elective course was also opened in Istanbul Bilgi University, another university in Istanbul. The interest of students in Laz language at both universities were very high. However, these are only courses, and there is not yet a department on Laz language at universities. Today, Laz is one of the endangered languages. With the death of the elderly population, the number of people who can speak Laz is decreasing. However, people who know the Laz language very well are still alive. Therefore, a comprehensive documentation study on the Laz cultural heritage is needed. The Laz Institute continues to work on making this documentation. I have tried to tell you about what has been done on Laz, which is an endangered language, in the last 30 years. Thank you for listening to me.
Evet, bitti. Bitti. Nedir? Sunum burada bitti. Sorunuz varsa cevaplayabilirim. Dinlediğiniz için teşekkür ederim. Ne diyeyim başka? Evet, size burada Lazlardan bahseden bir video gösterebilirim ama nasıl göstereceğiz? Sanırım göstermek problem olur.
I would like to present to you now a short documentary video about the Laz people, but please bear with me whilst I try to figure out how to do that.
It may be difficult, I think.
It may be difficult.
Yeah, so...
Is there a link?
Yeah,
If there's a
şeyden
link, we can put it
bulunabilir.
here.
Ha, link.
We can add a link to the comments. there is one.
Sonra paylaşıp koyabiliriz oraya. Yani
Şu
daha
anda
sonra.
linki koyamaz mıyız?
Şu anda linki koymamız için YouTube'a gitmemiz gerekiyor.
Tamam.
Git YouTube'a. Tıkla onu. Evet. YouTube. Who is Laz? Who is Laz? Who is
Bunu keşke
Duyuyor,
hazırlasaydık.
duyuyor.
Duyuyor. Aferin.
Duyuyor. Ha, evet, tamam. Önce tıkla.
Okay, we are sharing the documentary in the comments below.
Can we not watch it?
Evet.
I think we would have to do screen share for that, and I have no.
Soruları varsa cevaplayabiliriz.
If you have any questions, please write it in the comments and we'll try to answer them. whilst we're waiting for any questions, we'll also try to figure out how to do.
Ses gelmiyor olabilir, soru yazabilirler.
Ses gelmiyor zaten. Sadece komentlerde yazıyorlar.
Okey, daha iyi. Evet, biraz yani böyle bir anlatım oldu. Biraz gitmesi zaman alıyor sanki. Çok güzel okudum bence.
Kimse neymiş?
Şu anda dinleyen 4 kişi dinliyor.
Zamanı.
Tıklarsan bir şey olmaz. Canlı yayın diye açılır ya. Sanırım
Herkes öyle değil.
Does anyone have any questions they would like to ask us? Because we seem to not be able to figure out how to use this Facebook Live and not quite sure how to share the screen. When we tried to do that, it just did not work out well at all, unfortunately.
evet, sesimiz gidiyor mu? Bir onu sorabilir miyiz?
Yes.
Do you still hear us at all?
Yes, buradayız. Nasıl söylenir? Buradan yaz, buradan.
Question how to şeyi nerede?
Yani şimdi buradan yaz, burada. Burada benim kullanıcım.
Yes. Can we share?
Sen yaz. Yeah, they can hear
Can we
us.
actually share a video from YouTube?
Do you have any questions for us?
Çok geç koyuyorsunuz.
Evet. Böyle buradan da girelim de bir kişi fazla olsun.
Şey bilmek istiyor. İnternette Laz dili kullanılıyor mu bayağı?
Geçmişe göre daha fazla kullanılıyor, evet.
Nasıl yolda kullanılıyor? En fazla nerede kullanılıyor?
Yani gruplar var ve bu gruplarda insanlar Lazca olarak yazışıyor.
So, Laz forums have existed for many years, and on these forums and also on Facebook pages, the Laz language is used within the community.
Mesela WhatsApp'ta birbirlerine Lazca
And
yazıyor.
also, obviously, people use the Laz language when they're WhatsApping each other as well, but mostly the Laz language is used within the Laz speaking community on the internet, on Facebook and other forums and
Instagram.
websites, and also on Instagram.
Aslında halkın kullandığı şey de bu yani. Halk, Lazlar sosyal medya ile birlikte kendi aralarında Lazca yazışmaya başladılar.
Social media has helped a lot for Laz speakers to get in contact with each other and to use their mother tongue with each other as well, and to use the Laz language.
Yazma
It
anlamında.
has been a medium to be able to use the Laz language with each other.
Projenizden bahset, sosyal medya projeniz.
Şu anda bir Avrupa Birliği projesi yapıyoruz ve burada sosyal medyada Lazca'nın kullanımını arttırmaya yönelik çalışmalarımız olacak.
Right now we have a project with the European Union, and one of our aims is to increase the use of the Laz language in social media platforms.
Avrupa Birliği'nin desteklediği bu projede ayrıca Türkiye'deki tehlike altındaki dillerle birlikte bir ağ oluşturacağız. Tehlike altındaki diller ağı.
With the support of the European Union, we are trying to collaborate with other languages, endangered languages in Turkey, and form a union with them to preserve the endangered languages that exist in these lands.
Evet, bu Türkiye'deki tehlike altındaki diller ve Lazca'nın durumu aynı durumda.
This is because the circumstances of the other languages, endangered languages in Turkey, are the same as Laz.
Bir platform, bu platformla oluşturacağımız tehlike altındaki diller platformuyla genel olarak tehlike altındaki dillerin sosyal medyada kullanımını destekleyeceğiz.
So together with these other endangered languages in Turkey, we're trying to use social media to preserve the language. We're trying to use social media as another additional medium to be able to do that, and for people to use this as a way of communicating with each other. And with the other endangered language committees, we have formed a union with them for this purpose.
Evet, ayrıca bu konudaki tehlike altındaki dillerle ilgili farkındalığı da arttırmak istiyoruz.
And by using social media, we're trying to also increase the awareness of these endangered languages and just of this social cause in general.
Ve bu konuda yapılması gerekenler konusunda, yani Lazca gibi dillerle ilgili yapılması gerekenler konusunda ortak bir konsensüs sağlamaya çalışacağız. Yani ortak bir yol bulmaya çalışacağız. Hep birlikte bir şeyler yapmanın yolunu bulmaya çalışacağız.
And together we're trying to reach a mutual consensus on how to increase and preserve the endangered languages.
Dünyanın bütün tehlike altındaki dilleri birleşiyor.
We would want all the endangered languages in the world to form a union and to preserve their languages together and work towards that. There's some questions here.
Ne diyor?
Right. So what are some of the next goals for Laz? Lazca'nın gelecekteki hedefleri nedir diyor.
Lazca gelecekte temelde ölümünün ya da yok olmasının önüne geçmek ve yaşayan bir dil olarak varlığını.
Tamamdır. Mesela şimdi 40 yılın falan oldu ya. Mesela bir departmanın açılmasını mı istiyorsun? Öyle bir şeyden.
Somut bir şey.
Yani Laz dilinin hedefleri ne? Gelecek hedeflerin ne?
Okey. Gelecek hedefler üniversitelerde Laz Dili Edebiyatı bölümlerinin açılması, ortak okullarda Lazca'nın zorunlu ders olarak okutulması.
Zorunlu.
Evet, zorunlu. Mecburi.
So, Sak, to answer your question about what are the next goals for the Laz language, some of our goals include having university departments regarding the Laz language, and also for it to become compulsory for in the Laz areas, within the Laz majority regions of Turkey, for Laz language to become compulsory to be learned as a second language.
Second language, ikinci dil olarak. Ve ayrıca Lazca televizyon ya da internet televizyonu yayınlarının yapılabilmesi.
We would also like for Laz to be broadcasted, Laz language to be broadcasted on television or on the internet, like internet TV as well.
Ama şunu da ekleyebiliriz Elif. Laz kültür mirasını, Laz Cultural Heritage derleyip toparlamak, yani toplamak ve yazılı hale getirmek.
But we would also like to collect the Laz cultural heritage and document it
publish.
and publish it as well.
Evet, bu önemli bir şey.
Are there any other questions?
Eğer kamerayı çalıştırmayı becerseydik ya da görünebilseydik, çalışmalarımızı, kitaplarımızı da
Thank you, Shirley.
gösterecektik. Kitaplarımızı gösterecektik kamera çalışsaydık.
Ismail is just saying that we're gutted that the camera, we haven't been able to figure out how to use the webcam on this, because we would have liked to have shown you the books that are published in Laz. We've got a bunch of them here prepared in front of us. Unfortunately, we don't know how to use the webcam. But the Institute has published many books and dictionaries and curriculum in the Laz language.
Evet, buradan neredeyiz? Bir bulabilsem orasını buradan da paylaşabilirim aslında.
Burada Zak diyor ki bu çok fantastik diyor. Bir dil öğrenicisi olarak dillerin filmlerde ve radyoda kullanılmasını görmek isterim diyor.
Evet, yani bizim de amacımız o ama
Zak, this is also our aim for Laz language to be in movies and radio.
yani
Zaten projelerimiz var o şekilde.
We've got some projects that are some projects on this already.
Involving young people to, we would like to involve young people to shoot videos and even movies in the Laz language. And in fact, we had mentioned about this before too, but as a part of this European Union project, we'll be organizing trainings, digital activism trainings, in which young people will be involved in developing different digital activism materials and videos in order to increase the awareness and consciousness of both the Laz people and the general public in Turkey and the world towards our mother language.
So that was Eylem Bostanci who was just speaking just now. She was coordinator on the project.
bunları kaybettik.
If you have any questions about our work or our studies, please let us know. We wanted to show you this short documentary, but it hasn't been possible. But we have shared the link in the comment section. It's quite short, however, it does give information about the Laz language and the history.
And there's also another short documentary in the works at the moment, which we'd love to share with you very soon.
Var mı
Do you have
başka?
a website people can? Yes, we do have a website. We can
that.
share it with you now.
So
Laz Institute, www.lazinstitute. This is the website for the Laz Institute. Very soon we'll be publishing, well, we are actually creating a website called the Social Network website, where information about different endangered languages in Turkey will be shared. Not only language information, but also information about the cultures of these languages, songs, tales, poems, etc. and we will be sharing the website with you as well. Be sure to post the documentary when it comes out to
The short document, you know, the documentary
Yeah.
I mentioned that.
it's
Post
in the
on there.
links.
No, the second documentary.
Oh
that we're
yes,
working
yes, we
on.
will do. Yes, the second one, sure. Okay. And there was one question actually. If you post pictures, information about the books later on Facebook, yes, we'll do. We can post pictures and information about the books later. Yes, of course, we'll do.
Şey yapalım mı? Conclude edelim mi?
Hı hı. Dur, yükseltirsin. Thank you very much. We'll surely share all the information. We are very excited about this project, and not only the endangered languages in Turkey, but endangered languages all over the world. We would like to establish links and relations with, and we are currently actually getting in contact with different language groups, endangered language groups, and we'll be having meetings. And of course, during the corona time, it's going to be difficult to visit each other, but at least we'll be able to attend to online conferences together.
Bunları da dinlemek isteriz.
And of course, we would like to be involved in your studies as well.
I would love to listen to your talks and watch your documentaries.
Yes. If you don't have any other questions, maybe we could finalize the lesson. Thank you, Anna. Surely we will let you know if and we will surely need your assistance in connecting with other language communities. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening.
Dinlediğiniz için çok teşekkür ederiz. Yeni bir yani başka bir etkinlikte görüşmek üzere.
We would like to thank you again for listening to our presentation, and we hope to collaborate with you again in the future.
Yes.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you very
Goodbye.
much.